Good evening and welcome to AdCast. We are broadcasting in front of a live audience here at the pre-reception gala at the 2008 American Advertising Federation's National Conference just before the Addy Awards. I'm Carl Vervisch and I'm here with my co-host, Cris Vatalaro.
Hi guys, welcome back to AdCast. Just want to welcome our next guest, Andy Jung, who is the former Senior Director of Advertising and Media with Kellogg. We all know Kellogg and love. And he's also our immediate past chair for the American Advertising Federation. Andy was with Kellogg since 1977. And I'm sorry, 1997.
Thank you.
And has spent 6 years as the U.S. Marketing and Product Management Director for Golden Books Family Entertainment. He's been awarded such accolades such as the Media Week Media Plan of the Year Award, the 2006 Ad Age Media Maven Honor, the 2004 and 2005 Gold Effie Awards for Special K and Pop-Tarts. We just want to welcome Andy tonight.
Welcome to the show,
Welcome
Andy.
to AdCast.
Thank you for having us.
Quite an extensive list of accolades there. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Not the least of which being the retirement. Congratulations.
That's in quotes, by the way.
Okay. We'll get more into that later. First off, can you tell me a little bit about about your background with Kellogg and what sort of things you were involved in there?
Certainly. I joined the company not in 1977, but in 1997. Sorry, Cris. And I started out in brand management there, was part of the product launch team behind Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch, which has been in the market now for about 8 years and just eclipsed about $1 billion in sales, which is fantastic for the company and fantastic, obviously, for the company's shareholders. In 2001, I took over the media head job, and it evolved ever since. And the beginning of this year, obviously I decided to leave the company, and we parted ways. I call it, like I said, as in quotes, retirement. But it was a really neat transition from working in brand management as a director, coming in with some kid experience from Golden Books Family Entertainment, moving that into the media job as I'd worked at an agency prior to that, and then working in the media group for the last 7 years as media has just transgressed rapidly across the communications landscape.
So you were involved with placing media for all of Kellogg's brands?
That's correct.
And that's quite an extensive, we were looking through, and I always knew it was more than just cereal, but Pop-Tarts, Eggo, Cheez-Its, Club, Nutri-Grain, Rice Krispies, All Brand, Special K, Mini Wheats, et cetera, et cetera.
You forgot All Brand.
All Brand is on the list
at the grocery
as well.
store, basically.
Yeah, you guys basically filled the shelves.
Yes.
What sort of things went into managing such a large amount of different brands within the brand, so to speak, and managing such a large project like that? It seems overwhelming for someone coming from our level. I mean, I work at an agency of 10 people, so 10 brands is a bit much.
It's got its challenges, certainly, but that's just the challenge of running any large organization that has a number of brands. In consumer packaged goods, you have this vast variety of brands that compete in multiple different categories, and you just rely on each one of those to perform steady growth, consistent growth. You accent it with some innovation, and just hope to continue that. It's really managing a portfolio and then taking that portfolio and looking toward the need states of the consumer and figuring out how to take that portfolio and go against those need states, which is really quite a challenge. But again, you've got the brands and the power of the brands and the fun of the brands to be able to do that.
Sure.
That's wonderful. Now we know that obviously you are very involved with the American Advertising Federation. You're here at the wonderful conference this past weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about your role as the immediate past president?
Yeah, it's being a part of this organization has been phenomenal. I've been in the board of directors since 2001, served as chair from 2005 to 2007, and we just had a new president-elect today that was introduced to the audience here at the Addy Awards tonight, at the annual conference here down in Atlanta. And just going through that process and being part of the organization and being participatory in so many things, all the signature brands, the Hall of Fame, Hall of Achievement, has just been a real advantage to have in the career that I've had.
We were just with Murray Gaylord. He was talking about some of the things that he's earmarked as his goals. What were some of the things that took place during your tenure?
What we really did in the 2 years that I was chair was we amplified our attention on our signature events, the Mosaic Awards, the Diversity Achievement Awards, the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Achievement, obviously the Addies, and the NSAC, the National Student Ad Competition, as well as a number of other things. We really focused on those signature events, tried to build those up to a degree where we could stand behind them as an organization and say, these are the things, these are the principles, these are the types of things that the advertising community needs to do, recognize its young achievers, recognize people who have made significant contributions to the Hall of Fame, recognize the importance and the business sense behind the Diversity Achievement Awards and the Mosaic Awards, and really show how companies can use the tools that the AAF provides to build themselves as better organizations.
That's excellent. So many of the things that the Ad Federation does are so valuable, and it's really just about getting people to recognize that. And I know that one of the biggest things that the Ad Federation is involved in right now, and one of the things that it was founded on, is the relationship with the government and with the things that are going on, and right now with Amendment 5. What is sort of your perspective on that?
In terms of government relations with the American Advertising Federation, the American Advertising Federation has always been the unifying voice of advertising. That's obviously a very central theme to everything we do. But it has always been the lead organization for advertisers, representing all factions of advertising on Capitol Hill, where people are making decisions all the time, whether it's the Federal Trade Commission or the FCC, and how you advertise, who you advertise to, advertising to children, advertising prescription drugs, advertising alcohol, things like that. We're always involved in those issues. We're always representing the constituency of the American Advertising Federation. We're always right on top of those issues based on all the feedback that we get from the different committees, the different clubs, everybody, the corporate members all around the country, to represent the advertiser's point of view in the face of a lot of the challenges that we come up against every single day.
Now, you mentioned the NSAC competition that was actually here this past weekend in Georgia.
Yes.
And I have one question, though. This is good for the students as well as our other viewers. What are, advertising professional, what's the big, the guts behind maintaining a successful career in our industry? What's your advice to somebody?
It sounds like a little bit of a two-part question, because you started off with the NSAC, and first of all, I want to just give thanks and credit to everybody that's involved, from Steve Hall, our academic chair, on down. I want to say kids, but they're kids to me because I'm old. But
I do the same thing, and I'm like 2 years out. So
these students that participate, I mean, they are polished. They represent their college as well. They come prepared. They come dressed up. They come introducing themselves. They make eye contact. They're absolutely fantastic presentations, and the hours and the amount of work they put into them, it's exemplary. What I would give any of these, and I have mentored a few of the students along over the years and had conversations with numerous ones as being involved with the NSAC, is to stay connected within the industry. Come to events like this. Get involved in college chapters. Join an Ad2 club in your local market. Join whatever advertising organization is in the community that you're in. If you're in the business, network, go to the lunches. Some of these lunches are like $40 or $50. But the opportunity to meet people and to network with people and stay connected. Connectivity has always been a central theme of the AAF, and it really can start at any level. The sooner you connect, the better off you're going to be, because you just make those relationships and build those relationships, and you never know where any of that stuff is going to land.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
As they always say, it's who you know.
Exactly.
And we are pleased to know you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Andy, for joining us on the show.
Andy.
You're very welcome.
Thanks. We also want to thank our sponsors. We have Tampa Digital Studios, TBT, and the American Advertising Federation for hosting us here in Atlanta this weekend at the National Conference.
Thanks once again to Andy Jung for joining us here, and thank you for watching at home. I'm Carl Vervisch, and we will join you once again with AdCast when we get back. Make good choices.